Wait, I feel like I need to...
I have another
Put
intro.
yourself in here
We'll
for a
have to
minute.
move it
There
when
we
you
go.
when
So
you.
I'm not.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hello and welcome back. I'm an addict named Bailey.
And I'm an addict named Danny.
And I am their sister Ann.
And
this is
a Time and Place podcast. Welcome to our Easter episode. We talk all things recovery, life catch-ups, life updates. We like to giggle here, so we hope you're here and feel safe and have a good time. Maybe learn a thing or two about a thing or two. But beautiful. Yeah.
Okay.
So Danny has to leave. She had her... Do you want to say why you're leaving?
No.
Okay.
He's so mad.
She just has prior engagement, so she has to head out. So we wanted to get a life catch up from Danny before she heads out.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
where did we leave off?
So we left off that I went on a couple dates.
A couple.
Couple dates.
Mm.
Where, so...
Because you haven't seen the episode.
Okay, so I went on a couple dates.
Spoilers.
Anne gets
okay.
all the spoilers because she's here for the recording live.
But I'm still going to watch them.
Okay. So where we stand with the guy I was dating is we don't talk anymore. No, but it was really just because there was just like a vibe, and I think we both picked up on it, and like we just don't have the same sense of humor, and like
Oh, wait. Well, I left off and he was coming to your house. Did he come to your house?
You have to watch.
Oh my
I talk
God.
all about it.
Yeah.
She talks
all
I
about
talked
it.
all
It's
about
so
it.
funny.
So
I love that episode.
Yeah, we haven't talked, and it was very mutual. It was kind of like, I don't know, maybe I kind of ghosted him a little. Because, like, he texted me, and I never texted him back. But then he never texted me back, and I never texted him back. So it was just kind of fell away.
Yeah.
Which was fine. Like, I just realized I didn't know how much having a good sense of humor that matches mine matters to me.
Oh my God. It is
like top
so
of the
important.
list.
Yeah.
Yes.
If it's not number one, it's number two at least.
And that was not something I considered in my relationship because we are 13 years deep and I'm like, look at this. Isn't this so funny? And he's just like, I'm like, laugh. And he's just like,
I don't get it.
I know. If I show that to my sisters, we'd be like,
I know.
breaking the
Cackling.
sound barrier.
Yeah. Yes.
So it's nice when you don't have to have like an awkward like, oh, we shouldn't see each other anymore conversation. You both kind of just like, and it's fine.
And it was
Social media makes that so easy. Like, to be able to do that.
like,
just ghost.
Yeah.
You just like, peace.
I don't know. Maybe that's
block.
No,
Yeah.
Sometimes it
block
makes it like somebody I know had a situation where like this guy just kept like reaching out to them like after she blocked him.
Did she have a conversation like we shouldn't see each other anymore?
I
Because of
think
this,
their
this,
whole
and this?
thing was pretty toxic.
Yeah, it's a hard.
He
thing
was
to
saved
do,
as
to actually
he was
be
saved
like,
as red like 3 red flag emojis in her phone.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you do. I have to get going.
Boo.
So I'm going to leave
Yeah, boo.
the episode in the very capable hands of my beautiful sisters over here.
Aw.
And I love you all, and I'll see you on the next episode.
Yay!
Love you.
Round of
Bye.
applause for Danny.
Yay.
Happy Easter!
Happy
Yay.
Easter. Uh-uh.
Okay, it's just me and you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is so exciting.
I'm scared.
It's perfectly normal to be scared. If you remember our first episode, we were just laughing the entire time. We could not
I
get
thought
it
it
together.
was the funniest.
It was so
I laughed
funny.
right with you. I was like, you guys are so funny.
I feel like it's just contagious when someone's dying laughing. I don't even know what they're laughing about, but it just makes me laugh. So what's been going on with your life? What do you want the people to know about yourself? Anne is the eldest of the sisters, first of all.
I don't know. I'm finding it really hard to juggle like being a new mom again and
That's a
working
good-
full time.
Yeah.
Because I had Logan when I was young, and then I had the next two, and I was like home with them a lot. And they're like Irish twins, like 11 months apart, but they're 8 and 9 now, and I just had an infant, 42 with an infant.
That is quite an interesting perspective that
Crazy.
not everyone gets the chance to
Right.
go through that. And it
Yeah.
gives me hope though, because I have no kids and I seem to feel
I
like
mean,
I'm on a timeline.
No, you can do it. It can be done. But like when you've mothered 3 times already, it's like I'm tired.
What's the difference between your first and your current? Can we say their names?
Yeah, go ahead. I don't care.
What's the difference between Logan and Reagan?
Well, first of all, 19 years. And second of all...
Really?
Yeah.
I never
well,
thought
18.
of it that way.
And then, I don't know. Just, I'm a lot older with Reagan. And I remember when Logan was a baby, I used to try to keep her so clean and pristine and everything. Mm-hmm. And then now with Reagan, I like give her a bowl of yogurt for breakfast and it's like all over and I just don't even care. I think now I have more patience for the younger baby. I think also, you know what made me cry the other day?
What?
I was talking to my cousin and she has a grandbaby. And then I was thinking about my daughter and I was like, I'm glad that Logan's not like ready to have kids yet. You know, just because like that's like, I don't want to say it's like the trend here, but it's very
common.
Yeah, and it's normalized almost for young girls to have babies. Mm-hmm. She's 19. She doesn't want kids.
Queen.
Yeah, and I'm like, I have Reagan, and I was watching an old video of Vivian, who is 9. She's about to be 10, and I was like, she's just not a baby no more.
I know.
Like, she had, like, a growth spurt, and she's, like, almost as tall.
She's so tall.
I was like, oh, my God. And it made me, like, choke up and cry just talking about it. Because I was like, oh, I don't have that no more with her. I was like, I can't. I'm not ready. Thank God I have Reagan because I can do it one more time.
Yeah. And really soak in those and be present in the moment with her. Because you're the third mom that's told me that they cried because they realized their baby was grown up. And it was so sad.
It is sad.
Aww. But you have a baby and that's so beautiful. Do you think that like you learned what's like stuff you learned being a mother 4 times? Like what are things that you do differently with Reagan that make your life easier?
I don't know.
You said you give her the yogurt.
Yeah, I just let her make a mess. And
instead of sitting there spoon feeding her?
Yes, yep. I think a lot, like, giving them independence, because I did everything for my oldest daughter, and now she doesn't know how to do anything. She's 19. She still needs me. And, I mean, I think some of that is due to, like, you know, social anxiety and, like, stuff like that, because her generation is, like, crazy with the anxiety and depression.
Reagan's generation is going to be called Gen Alpha, and that means kids that were literally born with technology already there. Like, yeah.
That's Vivian and Evan, too.
Oh, yeah.
And it's going to be real, like, interesting to see because, I don't know, it's just, I'm kind of scared.
I know, right?
Because we don't know. It's unknown what's going to happen.
People are resilient, though. I feel like there's been a lot of changes and things are going all right. I mean, it depends on what you focus on, really, right. I guess.
I don't know.
But I think they'll be fine. Kids are smart, you know. So, anything going on? We talk about our love lives a lot on this podcast. I know you know, because Anna is a faithful viewer of the podcast, which we appreciate that so much. I can't even tell you. It's so nice to have people be like, when are you putting up the next episode? Because it just shows that people actually are watching it and care. And like,
I want to see the next one.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Because I think you guys are so cute. It's so funny.
Oh my God, we are so cute and funny. No, just kidding. We should show
our
nails.
In the family.
Let's show. This is just something I like to do for fun.
I just did them this morning.
They're super cute.
Watching Jersey Shore.
I love them. So we're having a party tonight. Danny's birthday party. And we're having, it's a pajama party. So everyone comes in their PJs. We have, I'm going to make chili. That wasn't on the invite, but I decided.
The vegetable chili? That was so good.
Vegetarian chili.
Do you have hot sauce?
Yes.
Frank's.
Yep. Sarah made me get Frank's.
Yep.
Like, she didn't make me, but she was like, do you have Frank's? And I was like, no. And she's like, and I was like, oh, I guess I have to have Frank's on deck for Sarah. But I get it. Frank's is the best. But, so we're having chili. We're having banana splits. We have friendship bracelets we're going to make.
Ooh.
And hopefully Danny can insert some footage because I'm giving her a gift. Oh, I can't. I don't know when she's going to see this, but I can't wait to give it to her.
She's not going to see this before tonight.
Right? So should I tell the pod? Like,
yes.
Okay. I got Danny a mustard yellow Stanley. And mustard yellow is her favorite color. I cannot
Oh
wait
my God.
to
Yes. I'm so excited.
She's going to flip out. But, like, I hope she... Like
Wait,
I said,
what Yeti did she have now?
She has a Stanley that was my old one. Actually, that's hers. She just left it behind.
So if she wants to hand it down...
It's... Okay, I'll let her know. I'll be like, and said dibs on that.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
I have 4 kids. I can't afford a Stanley,
Yeah,
okay?
right? The
Just
handle
kidding.
was loose, but I tightened it with an Allen wrench, but it has to be a certain Allen wrench.
Girl, my man
But-
is a mechanic, and he has like thousands and thousands of dollars of tools. Sure, he has that wrench.
Just be like, babe. Babe, my Stanley.
But I want to show you a video of like this girl. She's a res girl, and she does the version of like when you listen to your message that you leave for your babe.
Yep.
And she's like, "Hey, babe."
I saw that. I made a video like that where it was like, hey, babe, hope you're having a great day at work. I'll see you later, bye. And then it's when you listen it back, it sounds so bad.
Okay. Hopefully that's not what I sound like on this.
No, not at all. It's really not. It's pretty accurate, pretty realistic for what we. I mean, that's how I feel. Except for I always look at it and be like, my chins.
Oh my god, Vivian
That
roasted
angle
me.
is doing
Okay.
nothing for me.
Daughters, I have a 10-year-old daughter who roasted me for my chins. Rude. I'm like, I didn't raise you like that.
Devastating, honestly.
It was rude.
Especially because Vivian's like a skinny little tiny thing too. You know.
Well, I roasted her back, and I'm not gonna tell nobody what I said, but I was like, that's how it
I'm
feels.
saying, I'm trying to get out of the habit of roasting people because I had to make amends to Sarah for it. Because remember when we were all at her house and she had her oven mitt like 10 feet across the kitchen, and I was like, "This is where you keep your oven mitt." And we all were laughing. I was like, "Hold on, I gotta go way over here."
No, I don't remember that.
It was like to me an innocent joke, and like we always like roast each other growing up, like especially like you know that's just the way it is. I think it's a res thing, a New York thing, whatever. But like it's part of the fun. But I'm like trying not to, and it's hard.
It's a res thing because
Is
I
it?
seen a TikTok of a res girl, and she goes, it says town kids, last one there's a rotten egg, and then it says native kids. She's like, last one there smells like has nits, no doubt. And kisses their cousin. Yo, I was dead. I was like, why do we do that? Why? Oh my god.
Oh, that one sent me to the moon. I literally cannot.
Oh my god.
Smells like has nits, no dad, and kisses their cousins.
Kisses their cousins. Oh my god. Yo, I was dead. I was dead.
Real quick though, whenever Danny gets her gift, like, or just, I'll be like, okay, insert the clip for the birthday party.
Oh yeah.
So if Danny can get some footage tonight of the pajama party, and like, I want to film her opening her gift. Insert the clip. Oh my god, no way! Oh my god, I love it! Oh my god, thank you! Wasn't that so fun? Okay. Danny's so good at editing, you
Yeah,
guys.
she is.
Can we just like sing her praises while she's not here?
Yes.
She'll
I
love
her.
watching this.
I love her.
I love her so much.
And I didn't like filling in for her because I feel like I'm not Danny. Like, I can't fill those shoes.
Girl,
I love
you're
her so
amazing. I love Danny. I'll be watching the podcast and my heart just swells up. And I told her this the other day. I'm just like, I just love her so much. I can't even, like, it just, like, I just want to, you know, 'cause I just love
just
her.
like the love is like makes me like
It's
love
so,
her.
We're so blessed to have so many sisters, and it's like I would literally never have it any other way. Like when I have kids, I definitely want at least two so they can have each other.
I just said that yesterday.
Yeah.
I said the reason I had so many kids is because of when I used to go to my dad's when I was younger. Because I didn't grow up in the same house, but I would go there all the time. Since you and Danny were the only ones that was with Dad, and you guys were just like little.
How crazy. How cute. I love us.
Me
I
too.
really do.
Me too.
So, I have a story about... okay. I get into these modes where I feel like my eggs are drying up any second. My eggs. Like, I need to hurry up and start a family, right? It's okay. It always passes after a little while.
Okay.
But I was like, okay. I was talking to Jera at work, and I was like, I'm going to throw my Riz everywhere. That's what I'm going to do, because I'm too scared to get on apps.
Wait, what's Riz?
What's Riz?
Yeah. Is that new lingo? I'm 42.
I love explaining lingo to people.
I'm 42.
Riz is like your game. Like,
Oh, okay.
if someone has Riz, it means they pull. Like, they can pull
Oh.
men, girls, whatever.
No, I'm just kidding.
Danny.
JK.
Danny was tickling Tiger and was like, he's like, you have no Riz. She's like, tell me I have Riz. Tickling him, and he's like, yeah, you're the Wizard of Oz. He's so funny.
God.
So I was like, I'm just gonna throw my Riz out to any cute guy I see, and that's how I'm gonna like.
No.
Okay, this is so funny. So then, the mailman comes in, and it's not the mailman that you might think it is.
Okay.
It's this other guy, right? He's I don't want to say it. He's from Jamestown. I don't care if he's never gonna see this, but. He was like, he's cute, right? And he's funny.
Mm-hmm.
He has like personality, and like that's what matters. Mm-hmm. And he has a job.
Tattoos.
So I was like, he came in, and I was just telling Jara this. I was like, I was like, should I hit on the mailman? She's like, yeah, he's cute. So I go, he comes and brings a package. He's like, oh, I'll be right back with the rest of the mail. And I was like, okay, now's my chance. I gotta just imagine like you're about to hit on someone. It's so scary. I don't know how men do this. Like, it's so intimidating to like, oh. So,
I mean, do you think so though?
yes,
I think just you being you, because you're funny, like, it just will happen.
I mean, you would think,
like, I don't think there'd be that much. I don't think that you would have to put in effort for that. Like, you're just natural. My perception though is like, if a dude is gonna come in and like, well, first of all, you're gorgeous. Second of all, if you're funny, he's gonna remember. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that's enough.
In nature, though, every other species, pretty much, the males are doing everything in their power to impress the females. Mm-hmm. Only humans are like, oh, we are women. We need to, like, impress guys. Like, that's usually just not in the animal kingdom how it goes.
Yes, it is. Because we evolved from apes, and it is in our DNA to attract the strongest, most attractive,
not to go after. The men usually fight over which girl. Like, the girls don't fight over which alpha male. Well, we pick one, but like, yeah, no, I guess you're right. So it's okay.
Well, yeah, you are right. Because we
think of birds.
That's what we want.
Think of those birds.
The ones that do the little dance and get their thing ready.
I'm like, do a dance. Or the fish that make those intricate things in the sand. Insert a picture right here. No, I'm just kidding. You know.
That's fascinating.
But yeah, so I was like, anyway, I was like in this mode of like, I'm hitting on people. So then he's like coming back, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I'm going to say, this is embarrassing. I was like, I'm going to say, thanks, handsome, or something like that, and call him handsome. Right? Mm-hmm. So, like, okay, so he comes back, and he brings the mail, and I panicked.
Oh, no. What did you say?
And I was like, thanks, bestie. I said, thanks, bestie.
Oh, no.
Why do I do that?
I don't know.
I literally put everyone in the friend zone immediately, because I'm like, take the pressure off. I'm too scared. I can't do this. Is that Danny's purse? That's literally Danny's purse.
Oh, snap.
She loves her purse. And her water. So I'll have to get. I'm gonna have to bring all this in the car to go to the Willow. Unless she's coming back tonight. I don't know. I'll ask her what she wants me to do. But anyway, how embarrassing.
I just think that it's. I think it's.
Hi, bestie.
I think you should have just not tried.
Yeah.
And it would have happened.
Well, the thing too.
Do you have a nameplate on your desk?
I get scared. No.
You need one.
Why?
So if he comes in and he delivers something, he'll be like, "Oh, man."
He can clock it and
yeah,
look at it on
like,
his phone.
"Oh, there." Well, he could be like, "Oh, friend request."
You're a genius. Right? I should just wear a name tag everywhere I go.
I actually can't take credit for that. Somebody did that to my friend.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
T.
It was this little young guy, and she's seen him all the time. And he works for a department that brought, he sees her outside of work. He works in a different department within the same organization, and he delivered something to our office and seen her nameplate. So...
See, that's the kind of... That's what I love.
Later that day, your friend requested her. And
I love that. See, like, the last guy I dated, he literally just hit me up on Facebook, and I didn't have to do anything. Like, that's what I want. I would rather just have someone...
No, wouldn't you want the interaction first? So that first interaction isn't weird? You know what I mean? Like, seeing the male guy. Like,
yeah.
Oh, hey, and then he hits you up.
Yeah, that would be ideal. Like, meeting someone in the wild and then they hit you up.
Yeah.
Like, That would be ideal. But like a dating app, I've considered. But I have no good pictures of myself.
But stop it.
Well, I just need like
you know what though?
high quality full body pics of myself.
I'm old school, and I'm like, if somebody hit me up, I mean, I'm 13 years in. We're like, what do you call that?
Oh, common law marriage?
Yeah. Yep.
So just in an alternate universe.
But I mean, like, if I, hypothetically, if I was single and people were hitting me up online, I'd be like, I don't know, you're weird.
I actually had that situation the other day. Did I tell you?
Mm-mm.
I might have talked about it on the last podcast.
Oh,
I did. Oh my gosh, you're gonna die.
I'll wait.
Yeah.
I want to know, when is it coming out, Danny? Just kidding.
Poor Danny's the only one who knows how to edit these things. If I could do it, I would literally sit on this thing and I don't know how. I know. I will learn.
Just kidding.
But anywho, I was gonna say something about like I want to take full body pics for a dating app, whatever. Mm-hmm. But I probably won't. Let's be so for real. I'm too scared. But I am gonna be skinny soon because I have diabetes. And
Dibbities.
Dibbities
club. Like what?
That's so bad.
Oh my god.
We got dibbities. It runs in our family. Our dad had it.
How's your sugar today? Like what? Stop laughing, man.
It's funny though. So I was like,
oh wait, I gotta take my medicines. They're in my pocket. Okay. I forgot. Can I have some water? Oops.
Oh my god. You can do it. I'm not gonna look at you.
Okay.
Oh my god, I gotta take my medicine.
I forgot.
Speaking of dibbities,
I was like, I need something to eat. No, I'm just kidding.
Diabetes.
Stop it right now. I have a weird shaped head. These don't fit on my head. Headbands don't work for me.
Same usually. So anyway, ever since like
yours literally hasn't moved.
Said usually.
Oh, okay.
So like this is so messed up in the way I think about it, but ever since Ozempic came out and like the Kardashians had it and like all these celebrities were getting in trouble for just taking it for weight loss. You know, do you remember that? This was a thing. If people are like online as much as I am.
Well, doesn't it have to be monitored? Like
they're celebrities. They don't have to literally do anything by the rules. But they were getting canceled because there was a shortage and people with diabetes couldn't get it.
Oh.
But all these celebrities and like all these influencers are losing weight on it. And like it sucks because if you were losing weight naturally, like I have been, people always assume you're on it. But anyway, so I'm like, I want to be an Ozempic girly. Like I've been saying it ever since I heard about it. And then I literally apparently manifested getting diabetes because then I had a diagnosis.
Oh my god.
They put me on that metformin and whatever, and then I just couldn't get it. They were like, no, you don't.
Oh yeah, by the way, those are not all for dibbities.
What?
All those pills.
Oh.
One was just for a vitamin D deficiency because having that baby at 42 whooped my ass.
Oh, see, I wouldn't think about that.
I was severely
deficient
in vitamin D.
Wow. Well, I'm deficient in vitamin D, if you know what I'm saying. I'm just kidding. I'm mostly kidding. So anyway, yeah, my insurance finally was like, yeah, here you go, and so now I'm on it.
Ozempic?
Yeah.
Oh, you got it.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
I'm an Ozempic girly, and now I'm like, dang, be careful what you wish for.
Do I want the Ozempic?
I mean, I feel fine. I feel completely normal, but they start you off on a half dose, so I'm still gonna be a thickie for like a couple more months. But
thickie. It didn't work for me.
That's interesting. I haven't heard. I think I've heard of you're like one of two people that I know personally who said it didn't work for them.
Rude.
Yeah, that is rude. So I'll be on a maintenance dose in 3 more weeks, and then hopefully I don't get too sick because it makes you nauseous. Mm-hmm. But it's supposed to be for my A1C and for my blood sugar and like helping my insulin, whatever, all that kind of stuff. So we'll see. But I wasn't sure if I wanted to share it on the pod, but
How
I'm
do
like...
you think that would have been affected if you
I have
were
to
still
share
in
everything.
active addiction?
The diabetes?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. If I was in active addiction, I probably wouldn't even be eating anyway. So, like, I probably wouldn't even have... That
Blood
sounds
sugars?
messed up.
I mean, well, just...
Like, I would be... I'd be rail thin still, probably, you know, and, so I gained a bunch of weight in recovery, and then I lost some, and then it plateaued, and it just stayed, but I'm still, like, obese, technically. And so, yeah, so now I'm gonna be normal, maybe? I don't know. I'm gonna have loose skin. And, like, I am such a foodie. Like, I love food. I love taking pictures and smelling and making it, and, like... So we'll see what happens, but it's funny because I'm like mourning sugary things like I mourned drugs. Like I literally was like,
Because sugar is an addiction.
yeah. I'm like, who am I gonna be when I'm not all
Who
about?
am I gonna be?
Like,
you still be Bales.
I know, but like that's how I felt when I got clean. I was like, how am I gonna have fun? I'm gonna like, how am I gonna relate to people? They're gonna think I'm weird. It's normal to feel this way and to feel like, oh, I've relied on this for my whole life, and now I'm not gonna be using it anymore. So like, what am I gonna do? Like that's how I feel, because like I use food as an addiction right now. So I'm like,
okay, it gives you that hit of dopamine, feels good.
So I want to work out, you know.
Me too.
So let's do it.
Okay.
Let's walk around the bridges.
When?
Literally tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Bet. So you actually coming over to walk around the bridges with me the other day started my workout journey back up again. Like I've been going every day since.
Nice.
Yeah. So we're on Ozempic. Well, I am.
Ozempic. I don't take Ozempic. It didn't work for me.
So what do you do now? Just take.
Wish myself skinny.
What?
Just kidding. No, you know what? It's hard for me. I'm not on Ozempic. I'm on the other one. I cracked up when you said that about Jim Gaffigan.
Yeah, he's so funny.
But I don't know. It's hard because again, 42 with an infant. Not my jam.
So you wouldn't recommend?
Not to nobody.
What's the oldest that you would have a baby?
To be honest, I probably have another one, but but I don't know.
Ace.
Actually, you know what is offensive? The doctors, I think it's at 33, maybe 35. They say geriatric
pregnancy.
Rude.
Excuse me?
Excuse
I am a young woman
Young
in the
queen.
prime of my life. It's
I know.
Sarah. Should we answer it?
Yes.
Hey, you're on speaker on the podcast. Anne is here and Danny is not here.
Oh, it's P.
Penelope just keeps saying Auntie Bailey over and over.
Oh, she wants to. We usually hang out. So I told you about the mailman story. So then this next one is, remember when Dad, well, you didn't grow up in the same house, but I don't know if you remember, Dad used to say, and I told you about this on our walk, like the bus would be coming and he'd be like, they're leaving.
Yep.
And so we would all be like, oh my God, and like trying to rush to get out the door. And then there was always like stressful situations, like getting out the door anyway, like Mom would be fighting with whoever and someone's in trouble and we're crying and then we have to go on the bus.
Right.
So I think I have, like...
PTSD.
Yes, but it's called hurry sickness. I just found out this term.
It's a thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I need to look it up.
I literally just watched a whole video about it. When you feel like everything's urgent and you are in survival mode when you're trying to get from one place to another.
Yo.
I know. It's a thing.
I have that.
I have it too. So this girl was like, if you, it causes anxiety. It causes you to be irritable to the people, and it like affects your work. And she's like, so she gives tips, right? And I'm like, okay, I just fast forward right to like, what do I do? She said, make an effort to slow down. And that's an obvious one, but just take a few deep breaths if you have to in between tasks and just relax. Like,
and I think one of the biggest things is like, it's gonna be okay. No matter what.
yeah.
Like that thing that said, sorry for freaking out earlier. I didn't know everything was gonna be okay. Yeah, it'll be okay. I'll be okay.
Everything was gonna be okay.
Sorry.
So the other thing was, she said don't multitask, but I love multitasking. But she's like, you get a lot more done when you're intentional with your movements and you're going slow. This is, I'm just paraphrasing. Oh look, cherry buns.
It's probably
On
Olivia.
Okay. So, and she said just like assess how urgent it is, because sometimes we make things urgent when it's not. She's like, is it going to be the end of the world if you're 15 minutes late to your niece's birthday party?
Right.
You know? And she's like, you'd rather not be, but like, it's okay to take the pressure off. Like when we were getting ready for this, I was like, like, and I'm like, wait, it's a podcast. Like, this is supposed to be fun. You know? This is so that I don't have to be in the Matrix anymore.
Right.
So this is, like, this environment is where I come to have fun, relax. This is something I love doing. So like it's just something to think about.
It was like surprising to me that you're like, okay, so it's back on, and okay, it's at 10, and then I was like, I'm late. You're like, girl, we didn't even set up yet, and I was like, this is like,
I know,
not Bailey vibes.
Well, Danny and I both didn't know that she would have to leave so early, so I was like rushing around, like, oh my gosh, and like it was funny because I'm like, so you should probably leave now. Actually, we didn't even start filming it, and I was stressing out about it.
Oh.
So then when she came up with the solution of you filling in, I was like, oh my gosh, genius. And now we can chill and we can film the pod. Like, you know, and it actually worked out great.
I hope it's not boring.
It's not. It's so fun. I can tell right now. It's hard to tell sometimes. Like after we get done filming, sometimes we'll be like, I don't know how that episode was, but then we watch it and we're like,
I think they just keep getting better and better.
Really? Oh my gosh,
Everyone.
thank you.
Like the content and like how you get, like how Danny edits. Yeah.
She's amazing. I know we're learning every time too. The last one before this, the mic was like super close to the camera and the angle was terrible. Like we have to learn these things, you know.
Or I didn't notice.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Just because I'm more interested in like what you guys are talking about.
What we're saying, yeah. Yeah, so we're just learning, and I'm so glad. Oh, I just love it. I just love doing this. But yeah, hopefully leaving sickness or hurry sickness, we can get over it. I feel like I just picture myself.
I need to look that up.
I talked to my therapist about it even, because I'm just like floating through life and taking my time and just moving slow and being feminine and like, because like when you're like, that's like super masculine, I guess, apparently. Yeah.
Ew. So I'm Ann. Jeez, slow down.
Hello, I'm Ann. Sorry I'm late.
I tried to hurry. I did my best. Oh, man.
Okay, so the next thing, and I was going to talk about this with Danny, but it's too funny to not talk about it. When my nickname growing up,
I didn't call you that.
my dad named me Fat Bales.
Rude, Dad. By the way.
He was so funny, but he was so rude.
But it was probably when you were just like little he started calling you that.
Yeah, and it just stuck. When I was like little cheeks and he's like, oh, Fat Bales. And like he would always do this thing where he'd be like, oh, poor Fat Bales. And like I was just so poor. Like he was like, come here, don't let them do nothing to you.
Yeah, that one time.
And now I'm just like,
I remember one time I was there and you were probably like 16-ish. Maybe even like 18, I don't know. Whatever, but...
I'm already embarrassed.
We were at Dad's house and he was laying down on his little mattress and he's like, come here, Bales. Come down here and cuddle with me. I was like, oh, he still wants to cuddle with Bales.
Yep. He's so funny. And he's like he was always so good with kids, you know? And like it's funny because like I idealize him, but like if I really think about it from like say my mom's perspective or like my stepmom's perspective, like he was kind of he was really.
I think to
he had
women,
anger issues. Yeah, really bad anger issues. Yeah, to women,
well,
not to his kids.
Right, but I mean, how many baby moms does he have?
Yeah, he has a lot. Yeah. A lot, and then he grew up in a really rough situation.
Oh my God, that generational trauma was just like...
but he was so nice to me, so I was like, he's the best man on earth. And then my mom would say, he was kind of mean and he cheated and was and angry, drunk all the time. And I'm like, how dare you? And I get so defensive and mad. But then I'm like, wait, she has a point.
I remember...
Never thought of it that way.
Because I have early memories of him and when you guys were young, before he was real sick. And he was just like this big, giant teddy bear to me. So, but then he was like always drunk and fighting with his woman.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And cheating and whatever, or apparently, I don't know, but
Right.
It reminds me though, Tiger,
Mm-hmm.
Danny's son, is literally huge, but he's still a little baby. He was here, we were watching a movie, and he just wanted to cuddle, and I was like, I just love you so much, and I'm so, like, because any second he's gonna be like, he's just gonna be like, get
Yeah.
away from me.
Yeah.
And I'm just like really trying to
Aw.
like just like little face. He still lets me. He still lets me go like this to him.
Aw.
And he's like it's so cute.
Oh my
So,
god.
I just thought that was really funny that was my nickname, and I didn't think about it my whole entire life until someone brought it up recently, and I was like, my name was Fat Bales.
Well,
Mostly for most people it's just Bales.
yeah.
But
But
I
I mean,
I
like,
wonder if that affected me.
nowadays,
I'm fine.
stuff like that is more like,
Yeah, it's like
I don't know.
it's cancelable. Like,
I was gonna say cancel culture
yeah.
type of.
You don't talk about someone's body type. You don't talk
Right.
about things like they were born with a lot of times.
I've heard that like
Which is good.
fat is not
PC.
who you are. It's something that people have.
Yeah. Right, I know, because we'll be like, I'm fat. Instead of, I have fat on my body.
Right.
Like a normal human being.
I have a lot of adipose tissue.
Oh, smart. Okay, intelligence. Okay.
It's kind of gross. It's kind of gross.
Welcome to the ASMR, a time and place podcast. Isn't that disgusting? I feel like that's so gross. Like, maybe if I had nice nails on, some of this action. But I don't know. I don't know. Okay, welcome to the Serenity Session.
Yes. So funny.
So today we are going to talk about just things that someone wouldn't know if you are looking from the outside in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's like a question that you would have for someone who's goes to meetings, has a sponsor, does the steps, has a higher power, does service work. Like,
What's the question I would have for
Yeah.
someone like them?
anything you're curious about.
I don't know. You gotta let me think for a minute.
Okay, I had a situation recently where somebody told me that they felt judged by me because they thought I thought I was better than them because I don't use, and they still do whatever, you know?
Well, that's
And I,
projection.
right,
Or
not
the opposite of projection.
Yeah. So I wanted to, I made amends, obviously. And I just wanted to say, and I said to them, like, my personal recovery isn't an attack on your life. And I would
Right.
never judge somebody for doing what they do, because if I could still smoke and drink, I would. I just can't. I just can't, because I spiral and turn into a monster. I turn into like a gremlin if you feed them after midnight.
Oh.
Literally, like So, I just wanted to be like, yeah, I don't judge people who still do what they do. I think it's great. Like, if you can still use whatever you gotta
think
use.
it's great.
Like, yeah, like, you can party, have fun, do whatever you gotta do. Like, I'm the oddball out because I don't do that stuff.
Right.
You know? So, like, but and trust me, I have no place to judge based on, like, what I've been through and gone through and done in my life for my drug of choice. Like, there's no thing, yeah. But, yeah.
I don't know.
Do you have any
man.
questions for me personally?
I
I won't
probably do.
traumatize you.
No, you know what? I probably do. I don't know if it is. But, I can't think of them right now.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. This is on the spot. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah. So I'll just go over a little bit about my story then, I guess.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I started my active addiction. Well, I started using early on when I was like 12.
Yeah, I think.
That was the first time I tried my drug of choice, when I was 12.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I fell in love with it immediately.
When you were 12?
But I didn't get addicted to it. I didn't have access to it or get addicted to it till I was 17. I got my wisdom teeth removed. If that tells you about what my drug of choice was. It was in that class of drugs. And then I remember they gave me so many. of those. And
When you were 17?
I had 30 of them, 30, and they were 10 milligrams.
You don't think you were addicted before that?
Not physically. I was using food way before that when I was like young, so that my addiction was already there with me when I was super young.
Same.
Going through trauma, just trying to cope with whatever was going on in the household or whatever. But then I remember getting my first withdrawal symptoms and I was like, dun dun dun.
Oh
like,
my God.
I was like, oh no. Because I knew about my parents were both addicts, so I was like, and I promised myself I would never be an addict. I was actually like high achiever and in school, and then I just fell with the wrong crowd and started smoking weed and started doing all kinds of stuff and trying to like, I remember the first time I ever stole from something. And I felt so horrible about it from a store. It was literally gum from a store as a kid. And I literally was like looking over my shoulder. It was so not worth it to me because I was just like, oh my God.
How you felt after?
Yeah, it was.
Like your conscience?
It was a SpongeBob bubble gum. And I love SpongeBob and I love bubble gum. So I was just like, whatever. But then like in addiction, it's like it became second nature. I was just like, oh, steal this, steal that. Like especially medications. And it's like my morals just went out the door.
I do have a question for you.
Okay.
Do you think there was anything you ever did, hold on. Wound it up. Do you think there was anything that you've ever done to me that I don't know about?
Ooh, okay, so
Or did you ever think that I didn't know what you were doing?
Okay, that's a good question. So, I probably stole from you at some point. I don't
That's
remember.
weird because I would have never thunk that.
Right.
Even in your addiction, and I knew, but I would.
So you knew I was an addict. How did you know?
You know what really made me sad was because when you would come and stay with me, and I mean, we would party or whatever, and I would have so much fun with you, and you would just like want to go home. And I always just remembered thinking like, I wish she would just stay here with me and she wouldn't have to go home to that toxic place and I could just save her. And I used to think that about you all the time. You specifically, because I knew that was what was holding you there.
And it's crazy because growing up as a kid in that household, I was like, I'm getting out of this the second I get a chance. I actually went, this is like super deep, I don't know. But I went to like CPS and wrote everything down. Everything. And then they mailed it to our house and my mom saw it, read it, and freaked out.
Oh my God.
That was the day, and it was when I was 17, that was the day that she stopped trying to control me. So I went from being every move controlled to complete freedom. And it was like a crazy way of life.
That is wild.
But like, it's crazy because like that little tiny thing this big had a hold over my entire life.
Right.
And that's how it kept me coming home because I'm like, I at least know I can get something from here, whatever. Yeah. So I probably stole from you. I don't remember a specific time because like I remember stealing from like my mom, her medication. I made amends to her for that. And just, yeah, I thought I was slick too, you know, but it's such a shameful for me back in the day. I was like always keeping secrets. On my phone.
I remember.
No one could look at my purse. I kept it with me everywhere I went. Like, things like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember you would always ask me to pick you up from work. Where were you working? I don't even remember. But you would ask me for a ride home. But you always had to stop by one store. And I never went in with you. I never questioned it. But in the back of my mind, I was like, oh my God, am I enabling her?
Was it Rite Aid? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I was picking up.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Oh, that breaks my heart because I just wish.
I'm so sorry that I
It's okay. No, it's okay.
I feel bad.
It sucks now knowing because I knew that. Oh my God, Bailey.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Did you know I was an intravenous drug user?
I think by then it was. I knew. Yeah.
But you just didn't want to believe it, probably. It got really bad.
I just can't believe. I'm sorry.
No, don't.
I just feel bad.
No, don't feel. I feel bad. That's what happens when we. Now
Oh
I'm
my
gonna cry
God.
too.
No, don't.
That's what happens though when we're in addiction. Like we just.
Yeah, but it's.
We hurt people. That like I had no like thought of how is this gonna affect Anne. It was all about, like, I need to get this, I need to get high, and that's it. And I didn't even have you on my men's list, but I feel like I need to make amends for that.
No, don't. You don't have to.
Actually, I did have you on my men's list. Should I make my amends to you on camera?
Oh my god, that's deep.
My amends to you is just that, and I was just going to live amends with you.
Yeah.
Instead of, like, saying, but I'm sorry for, like, not making more of an effort to have, like, a tighter relationship, I guess. Like, I guess I could call you more, hang out with you more. Sometimes we'll go, like, a long time without seeing each other.
Yeah.
And I feel badly about that.
Don't. But I feel like that has more to do with, like, life.
Yeah.
Like, our lives are polar opposite. Do you know what I mean? And we still do find the time, you know, and when we do, it's always worth it.
Yeah. I have so much fun with you. I love you so much.
I love you so much.
I'm sorry that I used you for rides to get my freaking stuff. I'm so sorry
that I cried on your eye.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
What the hell? Why did you ask me that question? It's like a deep, burning question that's been there forever.
I'm glad that we got to clear it up, though.
That's wild, though, for real.
Yeah.
Like, off camera. Mm-hmm. I knew it. Mm-hmm. I knew it. Mm-hmm. And it always was something that was like... And if anything ever happened to you, I probably would have, like, freaked.
Felt bad.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why we have to be careful when we're helping addicts, because we don't want to contribute to their addiction.
Oh my god.
And if we're helping an addict, this is a good subject too, like the enabling thing. Mm-hmm. Like, we cannot give addicts money.
Right.
Rides, unless it's to a meeting and home, that's it. Even like food, even like shelter, anything like that, because that addict needs to hit rock bottom. Mm-hmm. That addict needs to know, like, I have nothing and no one, I need to get clean.
Yep.
And a lot of times people come to either I'm going to die or I'm going to get clean. And they even, some people try to end their own life and they can't do it. And they're like, I guess I have no choice but to get clean. Right. It's a lot of people's story in the rooms.
That's wild.
Mm-hmm. And I actually didn't hit like a super, super, super low rock bottom. I mean, I guess if you think about what I was doing, it was bad. But I didn't hit that point where I just kind of one day was like, okay, I'm going to be 30 this year. It's about to be 2020. Like, I'm going to get clean now. And you can just make a decision. You don't have to wait until you hit rock bottom. Because I asked somebody that. I was like, do all addicts have to hit rock bottom? And he's like, not all of them. And I was like, well, what happens if you just, like, don't hit rock bottom and you just decide? He's like, we call them the lucky ones.
You know what?
And as soon as he said that to me, I was like, that's me.
You know what?
Always lucky.
You know what I think?
What?
Okay, so my drug of choice was... What do you call that?
I would say it's like an upper that is commonly used in the party scene. Yeah. In the bathroom.
Okay, that with alcohol. And alcohol probably took more of a...
yeah.
You know, it was more important to me. But, I mean, that went right along with it. But, I remember the last time I drank really, really, really heavily. You know, I blacked out. I don't remember. But what made me... And I didn't fully quit that day... But what made me, I don't want to say like sober, because I've barely drank since then. On very rare occasions, I've had drinks since then. But that time, I remember I woke up the next day, and this was before I had my previous my last 3 kids. I only had Logan.
Wow.
I drank, blacked out, and when I woke up the next day, I laid around. I couldn't move. I was just like on the couch, and I finally was like in and out of sleep. My head was like pounding, and my heart was like beating through my chest. Ooh. And I woke up, and it was like 5 p.m., and I was like, oh my god, Logan has a softball game. She was young, like 9. So I got up, and I took her, and I remember... I got up, I showered, I took her, and I was, like, sitting at the softball game. It was hot outside, and I was, like, trying to talk, and I was, like, stuttering, and I couldn't, like, speak clearly, and I was, like, my heart was, like, boom, 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 and I was, like, I'm gonna die. If I continue to drink, I'm gonna die. That's what I'm saying. And death scared me.
The death, it will scare people into sobriety, recovery, or whatever it is, and you've been pretty much sober for a really long time now. I remember back in the day, man, when you partied all the time. And it's like so crazy. I just like to think about, wow, you haven't been like that in a long time.
I always say my 20s.
Wearing the same socks. Show the camera.
Oh my God, can we? I always say in my 20s I partied, in my 30s I had a family, and now in my 40s, I mean, I just had another baby, so I guess there's that. But
It takes a village.
yeah,
And, you know, if you ever need a sitter,
my kids are
I
bad,
need
baby.
practice. My kids are-
Reagan,
She's got
Mariah
that naughty
was-
little spirit.
yes, Mariah always
Mischievous.
calls her unhinged. She's like, she's unhinged. I'm like, yes, she is.
Calls her unhinged. Okay, well, I think that was a great Serenity session. You guys got to get a little bit of the lore of our recoveries. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. That
And
was
we're
wild.
doing so well now, and it's like you sometimes. I feel like the fact that I got that low helps me now in my recovery to help other people who have also gotten that low.
Yeah, that probably feels real good to
It
be able to
does.
help people like that.
I don't regret a single second of my addiction because that's what keeps me alive today and actually fulfills me for real. Because I'll try to use shopping, food, whatever, but the thing that really does it is asking my higher power, like, what should I do today? And then doing that, which is usually like, oh, you gotta help this person do this, whatever. So yeah, so that's why we do like the speaking stuff and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I would
And I'm
love.
hoping this will help somebody.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
Mhm.
You would love what? I'm sorry. I cut you
I
off.
would love to see you come see you and Danny speak.
Oh my goodness.
That
Okay. If next time we get asked to speak at someone's celebration, we'll invite you.
Okay.
And then you can see us like tell our whole story and everything.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Bring the tissues.
Really.
Oh my God.
But thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far, I hope you had some fun. Maybe learned a little bit about recovery. And
Happy Easter.
yeah, happy Easter. Yay.
Love you. Bye.